Hi guys, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything from tech to films and all the fun stuff in between. So it's almost a week since we are on lockdown here in the UK. I haven't gone out for the past week. We've been working from home and yeah, it's definitely a strange situation. I thought this only happens in movies, like Contagion, Outbreak probably, but in real life just living it is totally surreal. So there are a few ways to pass your time here when you're locked down inside your house, and movies is certainly one of that things. So all the cinemas and gyms and pubs and everything have been shut down, and many of the current blockbusters have been re-released on digital medium. So we have The Invisible Man here actually, which is available on iTunes, and you can rent that for $15.99. The producers and filmmakers have decided to do this because this film was running in cinemas just until it was shut down. So getting to watch a recent Hollywood production at the comfy of your house, I always like that rather than braving the lines and the cold and the fellow audience in the cinema halls. I actually prefer this, to be honest, as you can comfortably watch it at the comfy of your home. So I've rented the movie from iTunes, and yeah, I sat in front of it with a box of popcorn, and it was an interesting experience. First, The Invisible Man was supposed to be Universal's monster movie universe setup thing, which started with probably the I, Frankenstein, Dracula, and maybe even The Mummy. And all of those movies failed miserably, thus ending that whole Universal monster setup. But The Invisible Man still goes on as the standalone entity. Probably, I'm not sure if they're gonna do the monster universe anymore, but this movie was receiving huge praise from audience and critics, and IMDb has got 7.5. So I thought, yeah, let's spend £16 and watch this film. So if you've seen the trailers, then you know what to kind of expect actually, and it was intriguing, the premise and the setup. Because even though it's scientific, The Invisible Man, from his origins and everything, this film approaches is like an unknown entity, and being creeped out, the main character Elisabeth Moss being constantly stalked by this unknown entity. Even we don't know who that is. We just get glimpses of it at the beginning of the movie, just knowing that this main character, the husband, is some sort of a specialist in a scientific field, but that's it. We just see glimpses of gear and his laboratory in the basement, but apart from that we don't have much clue. So even we are in the dark about what this is until that reveal happens. It was clever and it was intriguing, and I was genuinely invested because of that creepy noises which they show, and just Elizabeth Moss staring into empty spaces, knowing that there is something or someone there. It was all genuine and it was kind of creepy and intriguing. I really liked it until that point. But once the reveal happens, this movie goes into a different gear altogether. See, I could have believed if something would have happened once the reveal in the second part of the movie. I could have believed that would be genuine if this movie was set in, say, 1920s or 1940s, where there are no surveillance cameras or mobile phones or anything like that. But with so much technology, and this movie is set in current day, it's hard to believe, really. Even when the main character figures out what's happening, she has a smartphone in her pocket. She could just take a video of what's happening, and that could have solved all the issues which happen later on based on that. It's really hard to believe that you wouldn't take out your mobile phone. People just document anything. If they've seen a squirrel, they probably take the mobile phone and shoot that. Whereas this important thing, the important reveal which she keeps seeing, and in isolation, and there is nobody there, she doesn't for one moment think that I should take my mobile phone and film that damn thing. And from there, the movie goes into different directions. It's the director, I don't know what he was planning to do, but it's very choppy. The initial setup and that intrigue and that creepiness and all that is just gone away, and the film just goes into different directions, which Again, once you figure out that this is not a ghost, it doesn't go through your body, it's a physical entity which is present in the room, you could just take a bottle of ink and probably just throw it at wherever that physical entity is, or just take a pen and keep stabbing in the air, because this invisible physical entity doesn't leave Elisabeth Moss's character. It's present everywhere, in every room, in every jail cell, even in the conference rooms where they have conversations with the lawyers. He's always there. Well, at least that's what they make us to believe, and it's certainly true, because the main character does find out that he's there. I'd probably say Hollow Man did it really better than what they were trying to do. Seriously, the setup is brilliant in The Invisible Man, but Hollow Man probably pulled it off in a better way than what they did with this film. Every situation after the reveal feels very choppy. It feels like it's been stitched together without much thought or direction, to be honest. Everything just feels... There are a few surprises, few good elements, but again, it's all put together in a choppy manner, which makes you question so many times, oh, why hasn't the character done that? Why is she doing that? You keep constantly thinking about this over and over, and that kind of ruins the experience. Performances wise, well, Elisabeth Moss is amazing. She played her character to perfection. Her constant fear, her response to something which isn't there, it's all genuine. There are a few interesting twists in the movie, which is also kind of exciting, but again, the whole entire premise of the second half kind of ruins that. The ending has a twist, which is, again, the follow-up towards that ending. If that would have been handled well, the ending would have made much more impact. So I rate this movie 5 out of 10, really. I don't think it deserves the 7.5 which IMDb has currently got. I'd recommend all to save your £16, probably for Black Widow, if that's gonna come out in the similar manner on streaming platforms. You can watch this movie probably once it comes out on Prime or Netflix and is included in your subscriptions without you having to pay £16 for it. So that's it, guys. It's probably day 7 of our lockdown. I'm probably going to make a few more movie review videos like this, because now we've got ample time, and probably we all should do what we like the most when we are on lockdown. So please do subscribe to my channel. Please leave your comments down below and let me know if you've seen this movie or if you're planning to see this movie. And as always, thanks a lot for staying until the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.